Hello students, myself Asrit sir. Today I am going to discuss about a small portion of your metallurgy, the fourth part. In last class as we discussed, the refining, depending upon the nature of the metal, the impurities, certain refining processes are used like liquefaction, distillation, oxidation and electrorefining. So today we will discuss all these four processes of refining, which is the fourth part as I mentioned. Okay, so what is liquefaction? In this method is used to refine the metal with low melting point like lead and tin. Understood? In this process, the impure metal are heated on the sloping hearth of a furnace so that the pure metal melt and flows down the sloping furnace. Clear? While the impurities, what happens to the impurities? While the impurities which are non-volatile are left behind. Clear? So this is the process which is called liquefaction. It is used for the metals like lead and tin, which is having very low melting point. So very quickly they melt and the metals are coming down, flows down to the sloping furnace and it is collected. The next process is distillation. What is this? This method is used for refining the volatile metals like zinc and mercury. What happens in this method? The impure metals are heated and the vapor of the metals are collected and condensed. So when it is heated, these zinc or mercury, whatever it is you are taking, the ore or the refining metals, it volatiles and the vapor is collected and condensed, so that again you are getting the metal. The pure metal are collected and the non-volatile impurities left behind. Understood? The non-volatile impurities left behind. The next process is oxidation. This method is used for refining the metals which contain the volatile impurities. It is just opposite to distillation. In this method, the refining of metals which contains the volatile impurities, like sulfur and phosphorus. So what happens? These impurities can be oxidized to sulfur dioxide and phosphorus pentoxide and pure molten metal is left behind. Understood? So this is the method oxidation, where the volatile impurities are removed like sulfur and phosphorus in the form of sulfur dioxide and phosphorus pentoxide. Okay, and the pure molten metal is left behind. Then the next process is electrorefining. It is the process which is discussed in different portion of your chemistry. Okay, what is electrorefining? Even in electrolysis also you have gone through this process, electrorefining of copper. Okay, so what happens in this process? This method is used to refine a number of metals like copper, silver, gold, aluminum, like these we are taking for electrorefining. In this method, the anode is the thick block of impure metal. We are taking, and the cathode is the thin sheet. Of pure metal, whatever you are taking out of these four. Okay, the electrolyte is an aqueous solution of a salt of the metal what you are refining. Related to that, one salt will be taken. Understood? Suppose copper you are taking, copper sulfate will be taken as the electrolyte to refine. Understand? On electrolysis, the pure metal is deposited at cathode and the impurities settle down at the bottom of the anode, which is called as anode mode. So again I am repeating what happens during electrolysis for refining these metals like copper, silver, gold and aluminum. We are taking the cathode as the pure thin sheet. Understood? Cathode as pure thin sheet. Why? Because the metal will be deposited at cathode. Okay, and the anode is the impure metal what we are going to refine, the impure metal which is thick block, so that the metal from anode dissociate, it reaches to the electrolyte, again it goes to cathode and deposited. The pure metal will be deposited at cathode. So on electrolysis the pure metal is deposited at cathode. What happens to the impurities present at anode along with the metal? That will be settling down at the bottom of the anode, which is called as anode mud. Clear? So this is a small portion what I discussed with you, and please again I am telling, go through your videos, and I have observed that most of you are neglecting observing the videos. Please go through the videos and thorough with the chapter. In the next class I will discuss about the aluminum, the metal aluminum, how it is purified and how it is undergoing this electrolysis, electrolytic reduction. Okay, thank you.